And after this one, Bam Adebayo, who plays for the Americans, just saying respect to the motherland. And Nigeria does deserve that respect as they come up with a huge win. We bring in Brian Windhorst. Brian, the last time they played, you got to go back, 43-point victory 5 years ago, Team USA on Nigeria. You go back to 2012, it was an 83-point win. So Nigeria clearly deserves the respect and some credit here. But at the same time, I know you don't want to panic, but it is a shocking loss. What did you make from it?
Yeah, so, the Nigerians started 4 active NBA players. They didn't have 4 active NBA players on their starting lineup 9 years ago. But the USA started 5 all-NBA players. And so clearly, Team USA's talent should win out. And if this had been a 48-minute game, it was a 40-minute game, they do win. But they play 40-minute games in the Olympics. And this is absolutely a reminder of why Team USA has struggled in international events periodically. You could tell the difference here that Nigeria has been together for about 2.5 weeks. And the Americans have only had 4 days of practice. Now, that probably shouldn't matter with a talent edge, but boy, did it matter in this game because the Nigerians moved the ball so much better. The Americans played one-on-one isolation basketball, not familiar with each other. And at the end of the game, their execution was just sloppy. It's a very disappointing loss, but it's a reminder they've got so much work to do before they leave for Tokyo next week.
You look at the Nigerians, they hit 23-pointers in this contest, and we were watching the highlights here. A lot of them are wide open. I mean, that has to be an effort thing, is it not? Yeah,
the U.S. were a little bit slow in the rotations, and the Nigerians just threw the ball around faster than the U.S. could move. I mean, that is something that when you've seen the U.S. lose, whether it was back to Greece back in 2006, or whether it was to Serbia or France back in the 2019 World Cup, it was often because the other team just shot the lights out. And they shoot the lights out because they can get open looks when they move the ball fast enough. And the thing that I'm going to say about this is Team USA was really trying to win this game. I wish I could sit here and tell you that they were lethargic and they just didn't care. No, they wanted to win. They just got beat. And so Nigeria is only one of the competitive teams they're going to face just here in Las Vegas. Spain is here. Argentina is here. Australia is here. They're going to be seriously tested before they even get on the plane, and they're going to have to get a lot better, and their chemistry is going to have to improve a lot in the next 10 days.
Greg Popovich kind of mentioned this in his post-game press conference. He said this is almost a blessing in disguise. Do you agree?
This is something that Mike Krzyzewski has been saying since he first took over as coach 15 years ago. You have to respect the opponent. You have to respect the opponent, and it's something that Team USA has to be challenged with. But I got to be honest with you. I don't think it's a matter of Team USA not respecting the opponent. I think they respected their opponent. I just think the opponent is way closer to the skill level that the Americans have, despite all their firepower. And that's just a sobering reality of where we are. And trust me, there are some teams out there who they're going to face in Tokyo who could potentially really put a hurt on them and are going to be emboldened by seeing this. The Nigerians are not regarded as a medal favorite. Maybe that'll change now, but they are not regarded as a medal favorite. And so for the medal favorites and challengers to see this tonight, they're going to realize that this U.S. team, despite its star power, can be beaten.
Well, the Americans got 4 more tune-up games to kind of get this thing worked out, work out the kinks, build up that chemistry. Thank you, Brian.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.